Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 10th to the 16th of October 2016. Mercury has recently gone into Libra, so we're effectively out of the retrograde shadow now. Mercury is direct, and in the sign of Libra, this is all about flow. This is all about ease of communication, and communication on a soul level rather than just speaking on a practical level or a mental level, or speaking for the sake of distracting ourselves. So we can go on a journey for the next few weeks to have a look at where our words flow. We can have a look at a more poetic way of expressing ourselves, and have a way of listening to other people with more integrity and more balance, to actually listen to what other people are saying, and the words in the gaps, the words in the silence, the poetry of their flow as well. So Mercury is a beautiful planet of expression, and Libra is all about balance and harmony, creating enough air that the words that flow through create shape and beauty. So very poetic couple of weeks, but we can explore our own mind. That's what Mercury study is about, really. We get to know the different parts of our mind as Mercury moves through the different signs. So taking a look at partnerships, taking a look at facilitation, taking a look at diplomacy, taking a look at listening, and actually balancing out that communication and that flow is in the stars for the next 3 weeks. So Mercury this year has been retrograding in all of the earth signs. Back in January it was Capricorn, restructuring, giving us more solid base and a strong and flexible spine. In May it was Taurus, helping us to let go of attachment, external scaffolding, and stand on our own 2 feet and live from the heart, live from a centered space. So that mind-heart connection came in May. And in September we had Mercury retrograde in Virgo, which was teaching us about our inner narrative, our nervous system, and where we try to control things, and where we need to let go and actually float out our dreams across the opposite Pisces realm and create from the imagination, and then give the mind a job to do to actually put that plan into action. So we're in that action phase now, as Mercury is direct and in Libra. Can we create from that flow, from the heart, and create something fluent and elegant in the process? By Tuesday we have Mercury meeting Jupiter in Libra. So this is a mighty combination. We have that communicator, we have that inspired one, meeting the sage and the expander, the sovereign king or queen. So we're looking at expanding our mind now, stepping into our royalty and into our majesty, and actually making our thoughts bigger, looking at that limited mind and expanding out of that now that we've done all of the clearing. So we've made room, we've created the space for flow, and now as Mercury comes to meet Jupiter on Tuesday, and this is a phase that will last for the next couple of weeks, if not catalytically start something that goes for the next year, as to where our thoughts can go out and actually be expansive, actually create something much bigger and much more beautiful than our limited mind would imagine if it's trying to control every step of the way. So that can actually start the next 12 months as Jupiter is in Libra, and even the next 12-year cycle, depending on where that falls in your chart. We're stepping into the space we've created to expand and become more magnificent. So there's no actual direct action. We're kind of being held in the balance. We're pausing, we're reflecting, we're releasing anything of limitation, anything of fear and survival consciousness, in order that we can feel that magnificence first, feel that space first, and start to expand into it nice and slowly. So we've connected with our heart, we've connected with our dreams, we've made the space, we've got room to expand into. But one of the problems with Jupiter is it could just keep expanding until we've gone out of our reach. So what we have coming in on Thursday is Mars is approaching Pluto in Capricorn, and this will last for the next few weeks as well. So Mars meeting Pluto in Capricorn is a combination of passion, power and discipline. So we've created the landscape now, but we actually need to put some functionality in. We need to meet our passion first, because that's the real fire inside. That's the fire that we stoke. That's the reason why we want to do something. And that's the rocket fuel behind any project. And then the power to actually harness that passion and start to sculpt it into something solid, and the discipline to stay with it and to actually put our energy where it's needed rather than expanding too far and getting frayed out at the sides or burnt out. The discipline to actually have that long goal and say, I put my passion, engaging with my power, into something that my discipline will keep in line and stay with and sculpt something of value. So Mars approaching Pluto in Capricorn for the next few weeks, very, very powerful, but we do need to harness that passion and put it in the right direction rather than having that explode outwards without the power and discipline part of the combination. And for the whole week we're building up to the full moon in Aries, so this is a big expansion across the Libra-Aries axis, as we have Jupiter, Mercury and the Sun on the side of Libra, and Uranus and the Moon conjunct, that means together, on the full moon in Aries. So we're really looking at the King and the Queen. We're looking at will and cooperation. We're looking at finding the fullness of the balance that we've been through during the autumn equinox. So with Mercury on one side and Uranus on the other, we're dealing with the processing mind and the higher mind. So those two need to be in alignment. We can't just be thinking on the mental level. We have to actually have a soul level that we're thinking on as well, and putting those two into coherence. We have Jupiter doing his wonderful, wise expansion job there. So that's saying, take something that you're passionate about, make it big, and learn in the process and step into your power. And then we have the Sun opposite the Moon, which is what a full moon is, and that's the full balancement of the masculine and the feminine energies. This is going to balance our emotions, this is going to balance our relationships with ourselves and with others. So really potent full moon at 23 degrees Aries, that's about 5:23 a.m. UK time, bringing the whole week to a close, where we've really let go of all that we needed to learn with the Mercury retrogrades in the earth signs, and now we're stepping in to the dreams that we've created from Neptune in Pisces over the recent oppositions, and we're putting that plan into action and making connections and finding the poetry, finding the grace, finding the honour, but keeping the fire burning inside for the real soul purpose behind where we put our energy. So a super powerful week this week, literally day by day, many, many powerful aspects all influencing us subtly in different ways. So depending on where this is in your chart, then you'll start to feel those different energies working with you, and it's about harnessing from the heart the real spark, the real soul purpose, and then imagining and creating and expanding and flowing outwards, but without micro-controlling the result. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. If you would like to engage with astrology more deeply and find out where this is all happening for you and how to work with it and learn as you go along, then I do have a number of ways that you can do that. You're welcome to come for a reading, one-to-one in London, or over Skype. You're welcome to join the membership group where we've been discussing 13 signs of the zodiac and black moons and all sorts of other current issues, as well as working with our charts on a weekly basis. Or you're very welcome to do one of my courses, and I've created a foundation course which is 3 modules which you can take 3 to 6 months to do over the winter and learn the foundations of intuitive astrology. If you choose to stop there, that's fine, but you can continue on if you're enjoying yourself to the rest of the 13 module course, so to the other 10 modules, and take up to 3 years to do that. So it's a very well structured intuitive course. You receive notes and a video for each module, and you have access to me via email. And if you do the whole course, you get free membership to the online group as well. For me, tarot and astrology go perfectly well together. They're both different sides of the same coin, if you like, and I have started a new monthly tarot meetup. So if you're interested in that, then please do email me. It's a beautiful, held, safe space where you can come with some knowledge or no knowledge or quite a bit of knowledge and learn different ways to work with the tarot and how to read the cards intuitively, which in itself will help your astrological study as well. So that's a monthly tarot meetup group in London if you're interested. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.